Facebook ads versus Pinterest ads. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am comparing Facebook ads with Pinterest ad to figure out that which of this platform is better for you to run your ads and to attract the audience you want to attract. So let's get started. So guys, first of all, we know that Pinterest and Facebook, both of these platforms are pretty amazing, have a large audience, and you can run ads on both of these platforms. Both of platforms actually provide you with a lot of features. Of course, you should be, you should have a budget is according to how long you are going to run your ad, and there are different factors that are involved in both of these platforms. So we'll just discuss that how these two platforms actually differ, because a lot of people get really confused while running ads on Facebook or on Pinterest, and they're like, okay, we're running ads and we don't have that much budget, and what should we do? Should we go ahead and put up a ad on Facebook and do that on Pinterest as well? How these platforms actually work? How are we going to target the audience? So we'll just discuss that today. So first of all, I am right now on facebook.com/ad manager. You have seen that Facebook actually has its own ad manager, which is pretty good, and you actually get a lot of options on Facebook when you are creating your ads. For example, you can actually do A/B split testing as well. You can go ahead and do experiments. You have ad sets, you have ads, you have campaigns. So there is a lot of options that you can do with Facebook. And when it comes to attracting the audience, the more the options you are getting, of course, the more audience you're going to attract. On the other hand, if we go to Pinterest, now on Pinterest, you can run ads as well. Super easy. You simply go to your business profile and then you click on ad and you run a campaign, of course, and your campaign then attracts the audience. You create a pin, a very attractive pin that actually works as your ad. Now, the good thing about Pinterest and a very advantage Pinterest ad have on Facebook ads is that once your ad is, you took off the ad, right? It's not running anymore. You are still getting the audience. That's I think, one of the very pros of running ads on Pinterest, because when we create a pin on Pinterest, we are still, that pin is going to be there and it will still show up whenever somebody will search it. And of course, I have already, paid for that pin to get promoted, so it will be on the as the SEO purpose, it will actually land on the top pins when somebody will search for it, and people will actually check it out even after I have taken off the ad. So that's a pretty good thing on running ads on Pinterest. When we talk about Facebook, on Facebook, once you took off your ad, of course the ad is no longer, it does not runs, and then you'll have to pay again to run your ad. So that's a thing about Facebook. Now, another difference these two platforms have, and this is actually a big difference, the difference of audience. Now, Facebook is a social media platform, right? On the other hand, Pinterest is a search engine. People come here and they search for inspiration. They will search for maybe new recipes and new makeup hacks and DIY. So these things, right? And on Facebook, people actually, it's a social media platform. They come to chat, they come to just scroll through, and they have like these pages and they will react to it. So on Facebook, you are more likely to get more audience and you are more likely to get more clicks on your ad than Pinterest, because on Pinterest you see hundreds of thousands of pins at the same time when you search for it, right? And people are less likely, they will actually save the pin maybe, but eventually they will just go to that platform and buy that thing, or they'll get an inspiration from Instagram and then they will go to the other platforms to buy that or to make that or whatever they want to do. But on Facebook, when you run ads, you will actually get clicks. People scrolling, they will, check out the ad that just came in. For example, you have run an ad for your clothing brand. It's a beautiful shirt, maybe print on demand shirts. and a person scrolling through Facebook just saw your shirt, they'll be like, okay, this is cool, and they will, check out their product and they will buy it. This is how, Facebook works. Because Facebook has a large audience, we know that, and people, actually, now buy stuff. It has a marketplace of its own. So Facebook is, improving every day. So that's why, the audience is there and they are clicking on different ads and, campaigns they see. On the other hand, on Pinterest, you have a lot of pins, a lot of attractive pins, and people are here to just search. It's a search engine. And so more likely, as we compare to Facebook, I would say that Facebook will actually get more clicks than the ads on Pinterest. After that, guys, the good thing about Pinterest now is that your ad could be very attractive. You can add a lot of things into your ad, and for the SEO purpose, Pinterest is better than Facebook because it is a search engine and it knows how SEO works. Whenever you run ad on Pinterest, you have an idea, you get the alt text as well, so you have an idea that how the search engine is going to work. And of course, even on Google, for example, a person went to Google and they searched for the thing they were looking for. They, typed, for example, a person wanted to check out the new beauty product or something like that. So they typed it on Google rather than coming on Pinterest, on Facebook, right? Because most of the people will definitely go to Google first. So they clicked on that. And what's happened is that Pinterest, the results we see, Pinterest actually, has top results on Google as well. So the Pinterest has the results on Google. So if you have your product, your pin on Pinterest, you are more likely to, get your audience from Google and other platforms as well. The SEO purpose of your ads, I think Pinterest is better in SEO as compared to Facebook. Let's talk about the SEO on Facebook. Now on Facebook, it's super easy. What happens is that you will, have the ad. You can add your different hashtags, you can add different words that will actually help you, gain audience. But of course, again, your ad will be run to the audience that you have selected, right? It's not going to run to the people that you have not selected and to any other platforms, for example, to Google. Or when we talk about SEO mainly, right? You did keyword research, but it's not that how it works. It's very different than how it works on Pinterest. So like the SEO on Pinterest is much better than Facebook because you can, target a lot of audience with if you have, used such keywords. On the other hand, on Facebook, SEO is not that bad because it's a social media platform and it has SEO, but of course, Pinterest is a search engine, guys. So of course it has better search engine optimization. Simple as that, right? So yeah, SEO, if we talk about the SEO purpose of the ads, Pinterest is better than Facebook. Now the budget. As I mentioned earlier in the video, that the budget of both of these platforms actually depends on how long you're going to run your ad, of course. But it's super cheap. It's not that expensive. Both of these platforms know that people are, using these platforms on daily basis. They are going to run ads. There are businesses. There are, small businesses, entrepreneurs, so they don't charge you extra. So it depends on you. If you are running your ad for months, maybe it will cost you around $500 to $600, and if you are running your ad maybe weekly on Facebook and Pinterest both, not that expensive. You can actually run ad for weeks, maybe in just $30 or $40. So that's pretty good. And of course, once you attract your audience, they are going to buy your product. If you are selling something, if you have something else, for example, if you have a business, you have a courses that you want to teach, of course you are going to attract the audience and that will actually help you earn money in return. So yeah, pretty good business you can do on both of these platforms while running ads. Very professional ad creation as well. As I told you, on Facebook you can actually create A/B split testing as well, which is pretty amazing. You compare two ads and you just see which one is doing better and then you run that ad. Unfortunately, A/B split testing is not available on Pinterest. You just run simple ads. You can add videos into your ads on both of these platforms. You can select the targeted audience on both of these platforms, and then inside you can check out the inside on Facebook Ad Manager, and on Pinterest again you can check the audience and the attraction on your Pinterest account, on your business account, and you can actually see how your ad is actually doing. So yeah guys, both of these platforms are amazing. I suggest when you are doing business, go ahead and create ad on both of these platforms, and see how which one is actually doing better. You can do the testing yourself. And when it comes to SEO, Pinterest is better. When it comes to the ad customization and advanced settings, Facebook is better. The audience, both of these platforms have millions of users, and you will be getting the traffic that you want. So yeah guys, this brings us to the end of the video. I hope that I was a big help to you, and now you will be able to difference between Facebook ads and Pinterest ad and figure out that which one is better for you. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the YouTube channel.